Scorpio, come out to play. Scorpio, come out to play. Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpio, for October 2017. So it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpio, for October 2017. I honestly get so excited when it comes to you and when it comes to October, because this is absolutely your time. Do you know why I say that this is absolutely your time? I say this is your time because we have the 31st of October at the end of the month, and we all know how significant and how powerful the 31st of October actually is. The 31st of October is such a powerful day because the actual veil in between this world and in between the spiritual world and in between the spirit world is at its thinnest. So which means that throughout the October, you know, this veil is getting thinner and thinner as we are getting closer to the end of October. As we are getting closer to the 31st of October, this veil is getting thinner and thinner. By the time we get to the 31st of October, the veil is going to be at its thinnest. And what does that mean? And what does that mean for you, Scorpio? Well, you are ridiculously spiritual signs. You're very, very deep. You're very spiritual. You're very powerful. You're able to sense things. You're able to feel things. You enjoy unusual things. You're able to enjoy yourself when there is an unusual energy about. You're able to enjoy yourself when there are certain energies around what other people can't understand, what other people may find draining. You're able to enjoy yourself. You're able to feel this. You're able to sense this. You're able to find yourself and enjoy it in a completely different way to everybody else. As I said, this is going to be slightly different dimension that we are going to be going throughout October 2017, but at the end of October, on the 31st of October, very significant thing is going to be the fact that you're actually going to be getting all sorts of messages from the people that have passed away, from your family members that may have passed away. You will be receiving all sorts of messages from your spirit guides. You will be receiving all sorts of omens. You will be receiving all sorts of messages from your guardian angels, and that's why it is just, this time is so powerful. It's absolutely wonderful because it is going to be very gloomy. It is going to be very interesting. It is going to feel like a different dimension, and that's why I get so excited about you, because I know that you guys are able to find yourself in this dimension. You're able to realize things, you know, you're able to understand these things, and you're able to literally enjoy this gloomy time. And basically what that also means when it comes to the actual number, the number that is connected to you is number 3. Number 3 is also just comes so perfectly, especially when it comes to the actual month of October, and especially when it comes to everything that I have said so far, because number 3 in your particular case means that there is a massive, huge, big problem is coming to an end. The problem that has been the part of your life for a while, the problem that has been the part of your life for at least 3 years now, is finally coming to an end. Okay, and this problem that it's coming to an end is literally going to have a really healing effect and healing impact on you and the people around you, and you're going to finally be able to kind of relax, chill out, and you are going to have that sense of the new direction that you have been waiting for really, really long time. I know I have been saying, you know, that this is going to be your month, then this is going to be your month, then, you know, things are going to develop in this way, these things are going to develop in a different way. But now I'm telling you that this is going to be probably one of the most significant months of the year when it comes to you and when it comes to this big problem being resolved, because you're gonna literally feel like there is a massive rock just fell off your chest. You know, you're gonna be able to chill out and relax, and just like this, just what I've just done now. And this is why I'm so ecstatic, I'm so excited about you, because I can see that other people around you who you mean a lot to, and vice versa, other people around you are actually going to be very happy for you, are going to be delighted for you, because now finally you are going to have the whole new sense of direction that it's actually going to happen to you through this. And also, as I said, it is almost going to feel like healing. It is going to have a healing, beautiful impact and beautiful effect on you. Okay, and this is why I said that number 3 comes so beautifully, especially when it comes to you, and especially when it comes to the month of October, and especially when it comes to you actually feeling the month of October in your own special and ever so unique way. And also number 3 is trying to kind of not warn you, but it's trying to let you know that there is something unexpected going to happen. An unexpected event is going to happen to you as well this month, and that unexpected event is just going to happen completely, of course, out of the blue. But then again, it is just going to confuse you a little bit, and then it's just going to make you to make and have a certain choice that you wouldn't normally have. First, you're going to be like, okay, this certain choice, it will not be the choice that you would normally go for, but you will not kind of have a choice, and that will be the only available option for you. First, you're going to be a little bit confused, you're going to be a little bit scared, you're going to be like a little bit paranoid, but then very shortly after, you're going to realize, oh my God, this is so great, because something completely different, something completely new, something completely unexpected is actually going to come out of it, which is on another hand give you the whole sense of, again, new direction, the whole sense of direction, which is just going to give you idea for what you're going to be doing later on. And this is really, really, really important time for those of you who haven't been that happy with your current situation, especially when it comes to your work, especially when it comes to your finances, and especially for those of you who wanted to make a really, really big change. Don't worry, this is all going to make sense. However, it is going to be good, and I'm so glad for you, because you're literally going to be enjoying this month. What else I was going to say, when it comes to health, you see, the energy levels are going to be fine. The energy levels are going to be okay. And you know how important it is to actually have the energy levels well balanced, because you will be able to sense this, you will be able to feel this, and especially when it comes to your work, and especially when it comes to your success, and especially when it comes to your own personal endurance, and especially when it comes to your own endurance. Like for example, when you work like 7 or 8 hours, normally you would start feeling tired completely. It's like you would be so knackered by the end. But now what this is going to bring, it is going to bring you the whole new sense of energy that is just going to have such a wonderful impact on you. So you're going to be actually able to use this to your own advantage. And for example, I'm not saying that you're going to go and work 15 hours. Yeah, I can work 15 hours with no problem. No. But you will see that by the time you work 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, you're not going to feel that tired, and you're going to feel great, and which is going to make you to have a positive impact, when it comes to you, performing the best as you can when it comes to your work. You see, this is all going to be so beautifully connected. So when it comes to energy levels, this is a fantastic month, because throughout the month, you're going to feel quite much energized. You're going to feel so much better. You may not feel straight away like that the very first thing in the morning, like you may feel like, oh God, in the morning, and it may take a little while for this energy to kick in. But as I said, throughout the day, you are going to feel so much better. Again, it is going to have an amazing impact on you, but of course it's going to have an amazing impact on people around you and on your personal success. But also on another hand, when it comes to your actual health as well, I can see the slight negativity, especially when it comes to your kidneys this month. I think that you have to watch your kidneys, because I can see a little bit of negativity, blockage of energy when it comes to your kidneys. So all what I can say to you, all what I can suggest to you, you know how crazy I am about natural herbs, natural herbal things and things like that. There's natural things you take, and if there's natural supplements you take, it's more natural supplements you take, that's better. So basically my advice would be just try to drink just water. Try to avoid juices. Like, do you know how much I hate those squashes? And squashes, for those of you who don't know what squash is, it's a basically diluted juice with water. And it's basically diluted juice when you buy it in supermarkets and things like that, and then you just dilute it with water. You see, these juices very often contain lots of sugar, they contain lots of rubbish, horrible, crappy aspartame and all this rubbish that they put in, and sometimes people just don't really pay attention, but these things are just so bad for you. Just avoid. They can bring all sorts of like health but it can bring all sorts of negativities when it comes to your health. So I would just suggest try to drink just water, avoid these terrible juices, unless if you drink like unless if you make smoothies. This is something what I would definitely suggest. Get smoothies, drink smoothies like blueberry and all berries, all sorts of berries, like every morning, and that can help quite a lot to purify your kidneys and to make your kidneys stronger. And also like a green juices like chlorella, spirulina and juices like that. Also, if you can make this in the morning like a fresh juices, that would be perfect if you could drink this throughout October 2017. And what else I was going to say, aloe vera juice. I recommended aloe vera juice before. Aloe vera juice is absolutely wonderful for your kidneys health, and also vitamin B6, magnesium, and there is this magnesium and vitamin B6 are also very powerful when it comes to your kidneys. And the other herb that I wanted to recommend is called Uva ursi, and it's also known as a beerberry, not blueberry or Burberry. It's a beerberry, Uva ursi, and this is a wonderful herb when it comes to your kidneys, to detoxify your kidneys and things like that. And you can take this herb as well. For example, if you are on any other medications from the doctor, like high blood pressure medications or anything like that, please do check with your doctor first if you go to take these herbal supplements, because sometimes it can interact with your existing medications, and only your doctor or GP is going to be able to actually tell you whether you're going to be able to take it or not. It might be okay and it may not be, but if you're not on any other medications, then you're absolutely fine to actually take these herbs. But these herbs and natural supplements and vitamins that I've mentioned are absolutely brilliant for your kidneys, and it's going to do you the world of good. Trust me, please do trust me. Okay. And what else I was going to say, when it comes to the actual number, when it comes to the actual date that I need you to pay attention to, the actual important day is straight away going to start with the 1st of October 2017, my gorgeous Scorpios. The 1st of October 2017, the very first thing in the morning, you're gonna feel like a little bit moody, you're gonna feel like a little bit sleepy, you're gonna feel like you can't be bothered to do anything. Then you're gonna have a couple of cups of coffee, or you're gonna have a couple of cups of tea, or if you don't drink coffee or tea, you're gonna have a juice or whatever you have in the morning. Then by the time you wake up in the next couple of hours, everything is going to seem so much different, because you're about to get, you're about to receive, you're about to find out a really good news. And this good news is going to put a massive smile on your face, and for the beginning of the October, this is going to be brilliant. It may not be necessarily like straight away, or you get this news straight away, like directly to you, like on the phone or in an email. You may even hear this from somebody else, like a work colleague or somebody else or something like that, or you may hear through somebody else. It doesn't matter how this news, how this information travels to you. However, it is going to put a massive smile on your face. Straight away, the whole new direction is going to be born, and all those things that you were uncertain about, and all those things that you were thinking in a negative way, especially when it comes to work, when it comes to your career, and when it comes to your finances so far, the things that you were confused about are going to start making sense now. And also the things that you were unsure about, uncertain about, the things that were confusing you about, especially when it comes to your work, and especially when it comes to your chosen career and things like that, it is all going to become quite solid after this moment, after this point. This is going to be really, really good. After this point, after this moment, you're going to realize something very positive about yourself. You're going to realize something really good about yourself, and it's just going to give you so much confidence, you know. And this is so important for those of you that have lost your confidence because you thought that you lost your direction. Now, after this moment, after this point, this is actually just going to start making sense to you in such a wonderful way. And also the 1st of October is going to be quite important, because after this point, after this moment, it is going to you are actually going to be recognized. Your abilities are going to be recognized, and it's not about you recognizing your own abilities. It's the really good thing here is the fact that other people are going to be able to recognize you and recognize your abilities and what have you done so far, you see. And this is why this is so good, because this is going to be followed by not only you realize a really good thing and really good new direction, but this is also going to be important for those of you that are waiting for promotion, because promotion is going to start manifesting itself after this moment, after this point. So if you're waiting for promotion, October is going to be your time when you're finally going to get promoted, you see. And also, if you're not working, if you're like retired, for example, and you don't need to work or anything like that, you see, this is also going to be very important month, very important day, shall I say, because you're also going to have a certain sign, certain information is going to travel to you. So what you wanted to achieve, what you were focusing on, this is just going to start making sense now. And especially if things have been stagnant, and especially if things haven't been moving so far, and especially if things didn't go as far as you wanted them to go, whether you're retired, university, whatever you do, the 1st of October is just going to start making sense for you, because the things are going to start changing after this point, after this moment onwards. I already told you, this is literally going to be your month. This is literally going to be your month. And if you're not working, for example, and you're looking for a job, just expect that the 1st of October, it's also, there is something interesting going to come through, something that you waited for a really long time. Maybe you will keep on getting jobs, but it's always some rubbish you get that you're unhappy with, not enough pay, too much traveling, too far away, not good for you, or you need to learn too much. You see, there is something very special going to come through that is just going to really make you feel so much good about yourself, so much better about yourself, and it's just going to give it a whole new sense of achievement, you know. And you might have lost confidence for a while because of this, you know, you didn't get the right job, for example, or there was no promotion for a while, but now this is about to start changing, and I can see you standing big, and I can see you standing strong, and I can see you being really, really proud of yourself and of your achievements. And I repeat, this is so important for those of you, my gorgeous Scorpios, that have actually lost confidence because you waited for so long. Very significant and very important day indeed. Another important day is the 20th of October 2017. The 20th of October 2017 is also going to be connected to your work. There is another great news that you are going to have when it comes to your work. And it's not only about you being recognized now, but it's about you realizing certain skill you have. So the 20th of October, it's going to be good as well. It's going to be still connected to your work, because through your work, through your career, through what you have done so far, you will have a really nice and powerful realization about the certain skill that you have. And that certain skill that you're going to realize about yourself, first is going to seem like tiny and small, and then as more as you think about, the more it's going to make sense. The more as you think about, the more attractive it's going to become. The more as you think about, the more obsessed about it you're going to become, but in a really good way. And there are also signs from other people that you mean to a lot, other people who care about you, are also going to come forward, and they're also going to put their input, their opinion, what they think about it, and they're going to be really, really proud of you. And this is exactly what you're going to need. You're just going to need somebody who you know, just to tell you, just to kind of, to make sure, to let you know that you are awake, that this is really, really happening. You're going to need somebody to pinch you, I suppose, you know, as they say. But it's not only about about that. It's just about the fact that people are just going to start being proud about yourself. And you Scorpios, you are absolutely brilliant. You're absolutely amazing. You're so different. And it's like you when you put all your energy into something specific, when you put all your energy into something really specific, and if you really enjoy doing it, Scorpio, you are like the best. You're absolutely amazing, but you are unusual. You like unusual things, you like unusual people, you like unusual situations, and that's why when something comes through, when you find out certain skill about yourself, when you start doing that skill, when you go towards that direction, and when you try to make money out of it, for example, you become brilliant. You become absolutely brilliant, and it's all about you discovering yourself, you finding yourself, you finding exactly what you want to do in life. And this is why this is going to be so important, because it is directly going to be connected to your financial situation. And your financial situation, if it was bad so far, is going to start making so much sense after this point, after this moment onwards, because there are ideas that you will have, that you're going to start having, that you didn't have before. Another third important day, of course. What is the third important day? Have a guess. 31st of October. 31st of October is going to be a powerful day, because a couple of things that are going to be happening. Of course, sorry, there is going to be an omen, a very interesting omen that you are going to have, okay? The omen that you are going to have, it's going to be kind of, it's going to appear to you. It really depends. We are all different. We are all on different spiritual journeys, and we're all having different spiritual journeys in general in this world. So it all depends the way this omen is going to be appear to you. You may dream something, you may have a little lucid dreaming about something, you may have like a little astral projection. You're going to be supercharged when it comes to the 31st of October, especially because remember, this day is going to be, you know, the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world are going to be at its thinnest. So you're going to be able to feel things, to sense things. Maybe your guardian angel or your spirit guide is going to like send you a little flower. Maybe you notice little flower is going to be moving like in, you know, and there is no wind. God knows. Maybe you will see like a little spirit animal. To me, my spirit animal is a fox. So as soon as I see the fox, if I would see the fox on that particular day, I would just know, oh my God. And of course, like I said before, you just think like what is when something happens. So you see maybe like an unusual flock of birds, or maybe you see like a cute little bunnies looking at you for a while. But what you need to do when you get like an omen on such a particular powerful day, you just must not think like, oh yeah, I've got my omen, great. No, you must think, what were you thinking around the time when you saw that omen? What was going on in your mind at around the time? What was going on in your mind right before you saw that omen? What is the big problem that is in your life at the moment? What are you trying? What is the what problem? What solution to certain problems you're trying to find? It all depends. So for once, the 31st of October, you're gonna expect like a little sign, a little omen, and it's just going to make sense to you only. And also later on that day, there is going to be realization that you are going to get through this sign, through this omen that you are going to have. And the realization that you are going to have, it's going to make you a little bit disappointed. You will be disappointed with a certain situation in your life. You will be disappointed with something that you started in your life. You went slightly towards wrong direction, and you stayed in the wrong direction. You were constantly hoping it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, but then you were all constantly hoping that it's going to be better, it's going to be better, it's going to be better, but it hasn't been better. It didn't get any better. And this reminds me of the situation that you just need to get rid of the old things to let new things to come in. Get rid of all the negative, old energy in order to get in the new energy, to let the new energy to come in. And this is what is going to happen. Through that omen, through that sign, you're going to have a realization that it's actually going to make make you to have to realize that there is a certain thing that you have to stop. You have to discontinue the certain effort that you've made, because it's the certain plans that you have, and you're going to realize that you're going to need to abandon them. It's time to just move on. It's time to start a new direction. It's time to start going towards the new direction in life. It is not good to be in the past. It is not good to get hold on something that it's never going to work, basically. So this is the big realization that you're going to get through your OMEN on the 31st of October 2017. But blimey, when it comes to the actual first part of October 2017, I think it's just all going to be like completely, you're going to be on buzz. You're going to be absolutely buzzing, because it's all going to be about that success, what I already mentioned earlier. It is just going to start making sense to you. Certain things that were just bringing you down, now they're going to make you really, really happy, and it's just going to be slight change of direction. Very important for you, for those of you that have been looking for a job, for those of you that couldn't find the right job. Now the first part of October is just going to be absolutely brilliant. It is just something that you really wanted for a really long time, that it's actually going to come through. And also there is the certain journey that you are going to plan. There's a certain journey in the first part of October that you're going to plan. This certain journey is going to be connected to your family. This certain journey is also going to be connected to the certain problems, which means this is not going to be just a holiday away, see the parents, family, blah blah blah, whoever you have in your life. But this is also going to be connected to the fact that you're going to have to put your input into something. You're going to have to your family members or your family member is going to need you to give your opinion. Your family member is going to need you to put your input into certain things, you see. And this is why this journey is also going to be quite important, and it's also going to make you feel really overwhelmed, because there are going to be certain situation that there's going to arise a certain situation you're going to need to deal with, and you may become quite emotional as well. Or what else I was going to see, that there is also the work situation with a certain person is going to become really, really good. And when I say with a certain person, there could have been somebody at work that was very negative towards you, and somebody that was like quite not only negative, but somebody was really unfair. Somebody treat you in such an unfair way. And somebody treat you really unfairly when it comes to your work, and that person is going to come through, and that person is just going to try to kind of amend certain things with you, most likely apologize to you, and this is going to feel great as well. And now also, what else I was going to say, that the first part of October towards the mid part of October, also you are going to find a balance, because there is a certain pay rise that you're gonna get, like when it comes to your work, when it comes to your realization. You know what I mentioned before, that you're gonna get recognized in work, and the things are gonna start getting really, really well as well. There is a certain pay rise that I can see that people will get, that you will get, but also apart from that, there is going to be the promotion. So the mid-October is going to be really important for those of you that are waiting for the promotion. And for those of you, for example, so this is going to be good, because of course this is going to be followed with more responsibilities, but it's also going to, financially, this is just going to be so much better for you. But I think, and I feel, and I see clearly that lots of you have lost this sense of direction, because maybe the promotion didn't happen in a really, really long time, so you lost direction a little bit. So now this is going to be really good, because you're going to get your balance back, which is going to have an amazing impact on you, because you're going to start seeing things as like an adventure, which is really, really good. And this is all what you're all about. As long as you're able to enjoy yourself while you're working, while you're making money with your career, you're going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to be so successful. But if you're not enjoying yourself, Scorpio, at work, if you really hate your work, you're not going to do that well, because your energy is so strong, your energy is so powerful. Very often you don't need to say anything. Your energy is just so strong, it's bursting out of you. So if you feel in a negative way when it comes to your work, people are able to feel this, to sense this, and then again your work can kind of be affected by these feelings, these emotions. So that's what I'm saying, it's either one way or either another way with you, Scorpio. And this is also going to make you feel make you realize that if you're unhappy in your work, if you're unhappy in your job, just move on onto new things in life, move on onto different things in life, because you are absolutely wasting your time. There's so many jobs out there. I mean, I'm not saying like maybe you live in like a really tiny village like with just a few jobs, okay, that's fair enough, but for the, you know, people like in normal cities and things like that, there's just so many jobs out there. And if you're able to kind of keep on applying for new jobs, changing jobs, just keep on changing until you actually find something that really suits you, find something that you are really happy about. And this is all what October is about. This is all what October is going to make you think about. All these new dimensions and new directions that I said are going to have such an amazing impact on you, honestly. And mid-October, it's also gonna be so good, because you're just gonna start feeling free. You're gonna start going out again. You will want to reconnect with your friends and family. You will want to reconnect with the friends that you haven't seen in a really long time as well. And this is also going to have an amazing impact on you, because lots of you will actually for those of you that are in relationship, you know, there is a big problem that you will be facing. You and your partner, husband, wife, there's a big problem that you will need to face. Something that has been part of your relationship for a really long time, something that you wanted to discuss with your partner for a really long time. And this particular problem is actually much bigger than what you think. And you need to be very careful when it comes to this. You need to be very careful when you approach this problem, because this particular problem, when it comes to your partner, is just so much better. It's so much bigger than what it actually seems. And when you start talking about with your partner about this particular problem, when you try to resolve it, you will see that your partner will become quite not argumentative, but your partner will be a little bit more argumentative than what you would expect your partner to be. So there's a certain problem. This is not out of the blue. This is not a problem from yesterday, from day before yesterday, from week ago. This problem has been part of your relationship for a while, and you wanted to discuss this so many times, and now this is going to be the time to discuss this problem. And you see, this is how this is going to happen. It's going to happen it's going to split into two different levels. Some of you, this is going to have an amazing impact, because this problem that you will resolve, it's actually going to bring you even closer together. So therefore, your relationship is going to become even more powerful. And for those of you that have been in an unhappy relationship, for those of you that were just ended up draining each other's energy in this relationship, you see, this is going to be the end. So I'm not saying, oh my God, he's telling me I'm going to split up with my partner. I'm going to say this, what I said millions of times. If you're in a happy relationship, things are going to be absolutely fine. So this is going to be the problem you will face, and then at the end, your relationship is going to become even stronger. But if your relationship had lots of problems, the mid-October, it's going to be the time when the things are going to come to an end, and you will both have a little bit of a heartbreak. But what you're going to both realize, that sometimes, you know, it's better to be by yourself than to be in a bad relationship. And basically, when we're in a bad relationship, when people don't love each other anymore, people just, you know, certain our spiritual journeys sometimes together come to an end, and then we just end up dragging each other's down. We end up dragging each other's energy, and it's not really good. And this is the time to move on. So for some of you, this is going to be the time to actually move on. I think it's a very important to get something like a hematite, a little pendulum, you see, and you can get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. And hematite is ever so powerful to actually help you with all sorts of emotional confusion, stress, anxiety, and above all, it helps you to ground yourself, especially when you don't feel yourself, when you have such a strange days, and especially when something like this is happening, when the time is so spiritual and powerful, like in October. I highly suggest to get like a hematite pendant, and to just have it around your neck, you know, throughout October 2017. Very powerful little pendant to help you grounding above all, really. Okay, and another thing that I was going to say, it's actually for those of you that do have a breakup, you will actually feel like after that you want to spend some time like at home. When I say at home, I mean like maybe your family, if your family is still alive, or certain family members. You will seek a certain comfort with the family members or with the friends that mean to you the most. And also, what else I was going to say, the third part of October 2017, the third part of October 2017, there is the certain something that you're going to need to a little bit fight for. There is some kind of possession that you will have, and again, this possession is yours, this belongs to you, but it's just going to need your impact. You're going to need to fight a little bit in order to get what's yours. Watch this space, okay? And actually it is going to be a very positive outcome, to be quite honest with you. And also the third part of October, it's also going to be really important, because there is going to be an advice, a very powerful advice from a really wise person that you are going to get. And this advice is just going to be something that you will be using for a really long time in your life, okay? It's a very powerful person, very spiritual person, very interesting person, somebody who's really old spirit and old soul, is going to give you an advice that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. And this is going to happen at the end of October 2017. It may not be directly advised to you, like speaking to you, but you may hear it somewhere, watch it somewhere, hear it somewhere, like read it in an email, read it somewhere in a blog, or it all depends. This is also going to be the part of your big spiritual message that you will actually get in October 2017. And for those of you that are actually single Scorpios, my gorgeous Scorpios, for those of you that are actually single, I can actually see you spending time with friends quite a lot and going out and enjoying yourself quite a lot. And there will be a couple of people that are going to be very interesting. There is going to be the couple of people that are going to seem very attractive to you, very interesting. They're going to have so much potential, but both of them are not going to be too serious. And very soon you will realize, and this is all going to happen in the same month, this is all going to happen at the same time. It's just realization. You know, it's good to have a little bit of fun. It's good to have some fun, you know. It's fine. We're all human. So there are a couple of people that are going to become part of your attention. You know, you're gonna notice them, they will notice you, but then very soon you're gonna realize that they will not be probably the best people to have a relationship with, but however, you will get out of them exactly what you need to get out of someone at that time, at that moment, and especially at this moment in time in October 2017. I'm sorry if it sounds a little bit confusing, but you will see exactly what I mean. All what I can say to you, you will go out, you will have lots of fun, and you are about to rediscover yourself. Please, 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 I also highly recommend to get a Amazonite pendant. Amazonite pendant is also, you can get this on my website, something I also highly suggest to wear. There's a lot going to be happening when it comes to your work. There's a lot going to be happening when it comes to you making certain decisions, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your love, and when it comes to your career and life in general. And what Amazonite does, and especially when the time is so highly spiritual like October, it helps you to connect with your spirit guides, and it helps you to understand your own spirituality, and above all to understand the spirit messages like your OMEN, and to have the best possible response to something like that. So I highly recommend to get Amazonite. You can also get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. Thank you ever so much for watching. I will say what I say every single time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you like. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.